Hello, my friends. Hope you are all doing well. I am just going to wait just a second just so I can make sure I'm up on my screen and make sure that I am in frame before I get started. Just 1 second. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are all doing well. And of course, my Facebook is not going to pop up on the other side of the screen. This is fun. One moment. My laptop is not being cooperative. It is spinning and I want to be able to see your lovely comments. I might have to just look at comments through my phone as I go along, but my laptop is deciding, nope, you're not going to want to work today, my friend. Let me try one more thing really quick. As you come in, say hello. I would love to see your beautiful faces as you are coming in. And I am wondering if there's an issue with Facebook. Okay, well, we're going to move forward. I apologize if I can see your comments. I might run and grab my iPad. If you guys hold on just 1 second, I'll be right back. Because I want to be able to read your comments and my laptop is not cooperating. So if you're watching the replay, I apologize. I want to be able to see your comments and make sure that I'm good to go because I don't see even comments on my phone. So if Facebook is being Facebooking, bear with me. Okay, I see. Okay, here we go. Oh, comments. I might run. Okay. All right. Whew. I have my iPad up on my screen here, so I can see your comments on my iPad. So good morning, Patty. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Peggy. Today is Tuesday, July 8th at almost 11:04 or 5. Pacific Standard Time. If you are watching me live right here on Facebook, we are connecting. And good, I see the comments now, Patty. For whatever reason, my laptop was saying, nope, you're not going to want to open up Facebook today. So, hello. For those of you that might be new to my page, welcome, and thank you for sticking with me during my chaotic morning here. My name is Tammy Civello, and welcome to Cards by TLC. And as you pop in, say hello, and if you're watching the replay on my YouTube channel, please say hello there as well. And go ahead and skip forward, hopefully like a minute or so. Today, Jenny and I are doing a fun technique that's been around for a while that we're revisiting. It's called the triple time stamping. And with triple time and even double time stamping, it's all about the layers. It's super easy, fun, makes your projects look like framed artwork. Good morning, Jenny. No problem. Welcome in. So typically this technique is the layers are centered and they look fantastic. And Jenny's actually going to be showing that layout today. I wanted to try something a little different. I wanted to change the layers up just a skosh. But as you can see, it doesn't matter what orientation or what layer technique you use. It has the same results. It's all about the layers. So for mine, I just really wanted to change it up a little bit. But the stamp set I'm using today is Impressions Abloom. I absolutely love this stamp set. I love it so much. Pretty much any like background that you create with any type of stamp set, flowers look fantastic. Jenny's doing a baby card today, so it's just whatever you feel like creating. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, we are doing strawberry slush, or we did strawberry slush on the samples. if you're live here in the chat, I would love to know if you want me to try maybe Timid Tiger with peach pie, because I did strawberry slush with Pretty in Pink. I'm still going to go ahead and use the Secret Sea background because this is fantastic on either color. So if you would like to see a different color, I can always do strawberry slush, no problem. But if you want to see Timid Tiger, put in the comment section Timid Tiger. And then we can have 2 different types of samples. I know that there's a slight delay, so I will wait for that to pop up. But in the meantime, we can go over the pieces and the sizes. Let's try orange. Okay, that's the first comment I saw. So Patty said, let's try orange. We're going to try orange. So we have 2 sets of layers. We have, again, all the sizes and dimensions will be on my blog post tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. But we have our typical insert piece, 4 by 5 1/4 of basic white. We'll go ahead and put that now. And then with the layers, it's all about alternating the sizes and going down 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch, however thick of a frame you want on the front. So we have a standard card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our Secret Sea panel pieces. We have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Secret Sea. Then we are alternating with basic white. And this is going to be at 3 3/4 by 5. And then you would alternate the next quarter down. But since I am doing a different type of layer, I have a 3 by 3 piece of Secret Sea. That's going to go there. And then we have 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. That is going to go there. And then our Secret Sea last panel is 1.5 by 3. And our basic white is 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. And those are our layers. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing the Secret Sea, and we're going to be focusing on our basic white panels. Another tip that I like to add with this, when you're stamping, to keep the layers in place, I like to bring in a glue dot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a glue dot to the back of my panel. And I'm going to put my oils from my fingers on that and kind of make it less sticky. So it holds it in place, but easily removes from the layer. So I'm just going to layer that with about 1/4 of an inch along the bottom, the top, and the left-hand side. And I'm just going to lightly press right there. And then before I lay this, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment, but I'm going to also bring in a piece of scrap paper because I'm going to be stamping off of the panel. So I am going to bring in my thanks and my Timid Tiger, and we're going to stamp that in thanks. Just right to the right-hand side of that layer. And then I am going to come in with my glue dot. Put that on there. And again, take the oils from my fingers. And then I'm just going to kind of come over here. This one I got to be really careful because this one keeps sliding. So I'm going to kind of press that down just a little bit more. Then I'm going to come down here and kind of go towards the bottom of this square, but leaving a nice little border around there. Let me just bring this in just a little bit. Now the key here is we're going to be stamping on all 3 layers. to create our triple stamping. So I'm going to come in with my Timid Tiger, and I'm going to be coming in with my, we're going to be using this flower. I'm going to be coming in with my outline flower. And if you notice on this particular flower, there's one petal that kind of comes down at more of an angle. I'm going to go ahead and that's going to be my focal point that I look at. And I'm just going to come in and I'm going to keep my hand on this layer, and it's going to look crazy, but you got to trust the process. It's going to be a little crazy looking, but trust me, it turns out so pretty. I'm going to hold that down just to make sure that that doesn't fall out of place. And I'm going to come in here, stamp on that. I know it's crazy looking, but trust me. Okay, so there is the outline. Anytime I do a two-step stamping, I like to do the outline, the darker piece first, so it's easier for me to see when I'm lining it up. Oh, you love the idea about the glue dot? That's okay. Other products are perfectly fine. Then I'm going to come in here, and we are going to come in at an angle and line that petal up. Try to do this through. I'm going to hold that down. There we go. Kind of come in here. I think I did it this way. I'm trying to remember how I angled that up. Thank goodness for photopolymer. Go. And that one only got the tip of that, but that's fine. It still looks cool. Come on, how did I line that up? There we go. Sometimes when I twist my hand not knowing, it kind of like looks a little weird and doesn't quite line up, but that's perfectly fine because those layers are gonna make it really pretty. Then I'm going to come in and remember to put in my center of my flower this time. I always forgot to put in the center of my flower last time I used this bundle, but we're going to remember this time. Okay, there is that. And then we're going to come in with Old Olive for the leaves this time. I know it looks crazy, but I promise you it will be really pretty. Okay. And I'm just using the outline of this leaf because I love the look of just the outline on this leaf. And basically you're kind of creating your own background stamp panel. see. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe one right there. Okay, there we go. There's all of our stamping. You know what? Absolutely. Patty says in the fall, pecan pie cardstock would look absolutely pretty with these layers for this. The Secret Sea makes it more summery. And perfect. I know, isn't that fun? That would 100% look really pretty and make it look more fall related, because right now looking at it, it looks very fallish. But when we add it to the Secret Sea, it makes it look summery. 100% agree with you, Patty. Now we're going to slowly just kind of wiggle and pull off that panel. And again, slowly just wiggle and pull off. Now you can leave the glue dot on there, or you could take it off, whatever you would like to do. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to go ahead and start gluing down my panels. And we're going to start with our back panel. Again, it's 4 by 5 1/4 in Secret Sea. And our basic white is 3 3/4 by 5. So that is our back panel. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to my card base. And I don't need this anymore. Let's go ahead and take that off, get that out of the frame. Oh. Put that panel down. And now we can go ahead and adhere this to our panel, but we're going to be popping up that Secret Sea with either Stampin' Dimensionals, or I'm using my favorite foam adhesive sheets. And I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction with this after I glue this down. And I think it went this way. Yes. You got to kind of see, you got to remember which direction your panel went. And so I'm going to come in with a square of the foam adhesive sheet. Otherwise, I would be using like 9 Stampin' Dimensionals. So I want to lay that down, and I want to line those petals up to where this blends and basically does the continuation of the flower. And we're going to do the same thing with our other strip. And this time I'm only going to add a little square to the right side of the panel. And then we'll add glue. So that way, because this is already popped up, we want to even that out. So I want to come in with a foam adhesive sheet, and then we're going to add some glue. And we're going to line that up with our leaves. And our petals. Hold on, this looks a little off. There. Come on, let go. Let's go. You want to make sure that that's lined up accordingly before you press down. And there we have our beautiful triple stamping card. Let's go ahead and add some embellishments. I think I'm going to come in and add one there, add one there, and come on, we'll do one like so. And there we have it. There is our triple stamping stamp set. Or card. You've never tried this before, Shan? Oh, it's so much fun and it's so easy. You can do dies, you can do designer paper. You would just stack up the dies, alternating the dies. When textured notes comes back in stock, that would be fantastic with really pretty cardstock. But it's fun to create your own background, so absolutely so much fun. Again, it's triple stamping technique, and it's been around for, I would say, at least maybe 5-7 years at least, maybe more. Patty, maybe you can chime in however long this has been around. But it's a fun technique, and Jenny and I thought it would be really fun to do. She's doing a baby card today, so it's fantastic. So this will be it for me today, my friends. Be sure to head over to Jenny's page at Stampin' with Jen. That's 2 N's in Stampin' and 2 N's in Stampin' and 2 N's in Jen. Again, she's creating a super cute baby card today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As for me, I would love for you to head over to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet subscribed. On Thursdays, I upload a sketch called Template Thursdays with Tammy. So each Thursday morning, I have a new sketch layout with you. And then I will be back Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for my live. Oh my goodness, you have one on your blog from 2013. Oh my gosh, so it's really been around a while. So, oh my goodness. So that is it for me, my friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time for more creative fun. Bye, everyone.